Former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor arrested. According to news, around 8 a.m. in the morning, that is when the British police went to go and arrest former Prince Andrew in his apartment. That day was his 66 years birthday when the British police went to go and tow him in his apartment. The reason why the British police arrested him is because of misconduct in office and public. That is the charges that the British police are laying upon this former Prince Andrew. They said that they have been doing their investigation for a very long time. They said when they arrested this former Prince Andrew, people now went to go and interview his brother, which is now the King of British, to know what his brother is going to say concerning the matter. If he's going to be angry while the British police arrested his brother. But the man was not angry. They said the man said if really that his brother committed all this offense that the British police are laying upon him, that the judge should take his court. That was the statement his brother gave. They said former Prince Andrew said that all the charges that the British police are laying upon him, that he is not guilty of all these charges at all. And 12 hours of the day when they arrested him, they still free him for him to go back home. The British police now told former Prince Andrew that they will be doing their investigation. Once they gather all the evidence they want to gather, that they are going to come back to come and arrest this former Prince Andrew. That once they arrest him, is going to be inside Kirikiri for life. Take a look at the video.
The downfall of a prince, what may prove to be the most high-profile fallout from the Epstein files. You are looking at a photo of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the brother of the reigning king, Charles III, slouched down in the back of an SUV after his release from police custody today. The man formerly known as Prince Andrew was arrested this morning in a raid on his cottage on the King's estate in Norfolk. It is the first arrest of a senior royal since the 1640s, and it follows new revelations about Mountbatten Windsor's business dealings with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. He has previously denied all wrongdoing, and yet here we are. Imtiaz Tayyab has more on what led to this extraordinary arrest. Imtiaz, good evening.
Tony, good evening. Well, after nearly 12 hours in police custody, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been released, but can be rearrested at any time as officers continue to investigate whether he shared confidential government information with Jeffrey Epstein.
The image is stark. A former prince after being questioned by police and released, but not cleared. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested earlier today after 6 unmarked police vehicles arrived at Sandringham, a private estate owned by his brother, King Charles. Their arrival was quiet, but the rupture in the monarchy's long-managed distance from the law was heard around the world after officers crossed one of the most protected thresholds in Britain. In a brief statement, police confirmed the arrest of a man in his 60s on suspicion of misconduct in public office, and that some searches were ongoing.
Keep calm and carry on.
Julian Payne is a former communications director for King Charles and a CBS News royal contributor.
This has been a huge shock in the UK. It's been a huge shock for the royal family. But as you've seen in the statement that the King made today, his view is clear. No one is above the law.
What's your reaction to your brother's arrest?
Just hours after his brother's arrest on suspicion of misconduct in public office, King Charles carried on with a scheduled appearance, despite being asked about the arrest. But the King did release a rare personal statement saying he viewed the matter with the deepest concern and that the law must take its course. Buckingham Palace has said neither the King nor the Palace was informed in advance, though the British government has said it was. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been shadowed by the Epstein scandal for years, worsened by this disastrous 2019 BBC interview.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
He later paid an apparent multi-million-dollar settlement with accuser Virginia Giuffre and lost all of his royal titles. Now, newly released material, including this image of him and an unidentified woman, as well as emails allegedly showing him sharing confidential reports with Epstein while serving as a UK trade envoy from 2001 to 11, has sharply raised the legal stakes. Today, the family of Giuffre welcomed the arrest.
This is the beginning of the web. This is the thread that we need to continue to pull to uncover the further allegations.
Now, to be clear, at this stage, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is not being investigated over allegations of the sexual exploitation of young women or underage girls and has always denied any wrongdoing. But if he is charged with misconduct in public office and later convicted, the former prince could face life in prison.
Listening to what President Trump says concerning the arrest of Andrew. Just take a look.
I think it's a shame. I think it's very sad. I think it's so bad for the royal family. It's a very, very sad. To me, it's a very sad thing. When I see that, it's a very sad thing. To see it and to see what's going on with his brother, who's obviously coming to our country very soon, and he's a fantastic man, the king. So I think it's a very sad thing. It's really interesting because nobody used to speak about Epstein when he was alive, but now they speak. But I'm the one that can talk about it because I've been totally exonerated. I did nothing. In fact, the opposite. He was against me. He was fighting me in the election, which I just found out through the last 3 million pages of documents.
And according to the video circulating in social media, they said this former Prince Andrew, that he loved doing kelewawa with little children, even some women said. According to the circulation, they said even by children, that they see some kind of things that is not good that he has been doing. That is why they arrested him. Because of this thing that he has been doing, that is why his mother, which is the king, now said that it's no longer his son again, that he should just go away from this family. He's bringing bad name to this family. That is why they are now calling him former Prince Andrew. He's no longer Prince again. Can you imagine? Except he's not guilty of all these things. If he's guilty, only God knows the charges that he's going to face. Anything you think about this video, do not forget to leave it in the comment below. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. As you do that, thank you and God bless you. And I will see you in my next video.